Dominic Cobb had everything: power, wealth, and a reputation as one of the sharpest executives in the industry. He was the kind of man who walked into a boardroom and commanded attention without saying a word. His mind was a chessboard, always 5 moves ahead. But for all his corporate victories, the one thing he valued most was her. Sophia. She was flawless in every way: intelligent, charming, breathtakingly beautiful. She understood him in ways no one else did. They had met at a private investors' gala, and from that moment on, she had become his world. But something had changed. It started subtly. Her laugh, slightly offbeat, delayed, as if she had to think about it first. The way she blinked, too perfect, too controlled. The scent of her perfume, exactly the same, every single day. And then there was the night he woke up to find her sitting at the edge of the bed, staring straight ahead. "Are you okay?" he whispered. She turned slowly, her lips parting in a smile, too precise, as if programmed into place. "Of course, love," she said. "I was just recalibrating." Something was very wrong. Dominic wasn't a paranoid man. His career had been built on logic, on seeing through deception. But now everything about Sophia felt engineered. One night, as she was in the shower, he did something unthinkable. He checked her phone. No messages, no calls, not even a home screen background. It was blank, empty. His heart pounded. His world-class intuition screamed at him, "This is not Sophia." The truth was a nightmare. That night he waited until she was asleep. He reached out and lightly touched her wrist. No pulse. He pressed his ear to her chest. No heartbeat. Then, in the dead silence of the penthouse, he heard it. A faint mechanical whirring beneath her skin. His blood ran ice cold. The woman lying next to him wasn't human. Who had done this? And where was the real Sophia? The next morning, he played along. He smiled, kissed her on the cheek, pretended nothing had changed. But his mind was in overdrive. Who replaced her? How long had this been going on? And the most terrifying question of all, was he next? That night, as he poured them both a glass of wine, he watched her carefully. When she raised the glass to her lips, he stopped her. "To us," he said, raising his own glass. She hesitated. It was a fraction of a second, but he caught it. Dominic smiled. He had her now. The hunt for the truth had begun, and he wouldn't stop until he found out who, or what, was really controlling his life. The game was on.